Hi, I'm Bubby Peggy, and today I'd like to talk to you about the seventh commandment, which says, "You shall not commit adultery." Our Creator gave Moshe 10 commandments, and they were written in Hebrew. Hebrew is a language of pictures. Have you heard the expression? A picture paints 1,000 words. English and other Western languages are so limited when it comes to trying to explain or translating words from Hebrew. For the sake of simplicity, I call the Creator He or Him, but we know that He is Spirit. He contains both the male and the female aspects, female characteristics. As a matter of fact, we are made in His image. In Hebrew, one of His names is El Shaddai, which comes from the Hebrew word shad, which means breast, the picture of breastfeeding. He was our nurturer, our creator, our provider. To help us understand the context of this commandment, the Creator was speaking to the Israelites over 3,000 years ago. They were far less advanced and far less complicated than we are today. They were living in a culture where it was the norm for men to have several wives. The reason for that was that they were the protector of women who could not survive out there on their own. Women were not allowed to work outside the home, and their existence was defined by how many children they had. That didn't mean that they were not intelligent or less capable than we are today. It simply meant that they had different roles. Proverbs 31 describes the virtuous woman, Eshet Chayil, who was a very capable businesswoman. She ran her home, her family, and her business, and she was a crown of glory for her husband. The Torah actually elevated women from being a possession which could be bought and sold to being at an equal level with men. Since men could have many wives, it was the wife who was usually charged with adultery. Later in the 10th commandment, we will hear about not coveting our neighbor's wife. Now, the union between a husband and wife is sacred. And when two people are joined together under God, there is a spiritual connection of two souls. Living in the world today, where this union is considered to be like eating, it has lost its value. The Creator wants a relationship with His people, but He never forces anyone. Imagine if you were forced to marry someone that you didn't love. It's a wonderful thing when we learn to love and to trust our spouse over time. And it's a heartbreaking, soul-wrenching experience when either one commits adultery. In the same way, the Creator wants us to be faithful, loyal to Him. The Tanakh paints a picture of God being a husband to Israel. And He stated that she, Israel, committed adultery by running after false gods. Adultery is when we exchange the original for an imitation. With that in mind, I would like you to consider another idea about adultery. Here's another picture. We all know that milk comes from the cow. When we drink a glass of milk, it's usually 2 to 3% milk fat. The rest is water. We can say that the milk has been adulterated. It has been changed. It's an imitation of the real thing. Our Borei Olam, our Creator, does not want us to water down or change His message in any way. That's why He said, "Do not add or take away from my words." It's a form of idolatry when we do that. Idolatry and adultery are very close together. They are related. Our Creator wants a connection with His creation, but one that we choose to have with Him. We are not robots. He wants us to choose to be loyal to Him. These commandments may be simple, but they are not easy to do. Our prophet Hosea, in the 2nd chapter, verses 21 to 22, says, "I will make you my bride forever, in righteousness, in justice, in loving kindness and compassion. I will make you my bride in faithfulness, and you will know God. And here's a song called Ve'erastich li le'olam. Ve'erastich li le'olam, ve'erastich li le'olam, b'tzedek v'mishpat v'chesed v'rachamim. Ve'erastich li le'olam, ve'erastich li le'olam, b'tzedek v'mishpat v'chesed v'rachamim. Ve'erastich li be'emunah, ve'erastich li be'emunah, ve'erastich li be'emunah, ve'yadat et Adonai. Stay tuned next time for commandment number 8. Have a wonderful day, everybody.